This is your project folder for face recognition authentication for voting this thing. So what this folder contains is the classifier will contain the face detection classifier. Datasets will store the data of the other ID, that is we are terming it as AID, and the voter ID we are terminating as we are considering it as VID, and the photos of the person which you want to train. Okay. And these icons leave it, and thereafter in the training part now it is empty, but when we train the faces, the eigen faces.yml, and I'm also giving you another algorithm LBPH also. If you find any issues with the eigen accuracy, you can move to LBPH. You can do simultaneous shifting also using my queue, and thereafter voted db. So if whenever the person presses allow, as said in the email, his face with the photo name with the name file name will be stored here, and action whenever the second time whenever he comes into front of the camera and allow button is pressed, it will show the pop-up message that he is already voted. Okay, so these are the files, main and UI file and user UI file. Now I'm running the application python.main.py. Okay. So after you start the application, this is the user interface which we have designed, and you will have totally 4 buttons: generate database, train model, recognize face, and the allow button. And this is the shifting between the algorithms eigen faces and LBPH. So defaultly we will keep eigen faces only. If you can also shift to LBPH. And thereafter, now first you will have the process of taking the photographs of the person. For that you have to create the generate data set. So when the generate data set is clicked, you will get a user interface here. So enter the username, I'm just entering my name, and the Aadhaar number, I'm entering some rough number. And you have to remember that in this Aadhaar number we have to enter only numerics. If you enter characters, the program will crash. Okay, because the Aadhaar is only of integers, we have kept like that. Else it will show you some error that enter the these things. I will show you in the later what is the error it shows. And the voter ID, you can enter some multi characters also, not a problem. Okay, so I've entered some number, name, voter ID, Aadhaar ID, and these things. I press save. So whenever I press the save, the camera of our laptop opens, and you have to be in the frame of the camera. It will take 100 of your pictures and save in the dataset folder. So let's see, save. So now I'm just coming in front of the camera. Now it is taking 100 pictures have been taken. Your response is recorded. Now you can train the model or generate new data set, your wish. So how many data sets available in that particular folder, it will train all those things into a model. Now I pressed OK. After this process is done, you can just cross check in the datasets folder. You can see with my name and my Aadhaar number, a folder with 100 images have been taken. After that, I've also created a file for Aadhaar these things, so that whenever recognition is part done, the details are taken from this part and it does the recognition. So now after creating the data set, again I'm clicking on the UI part. Now I have to press the train model. So in the train model, in the training folder, you can see nothing is available. So whenever press eigen faces train model, the training is done in the backend. You have to press OK. As the training file is generated, the .yml file, you press OK here. Now the eigenfaces algorithm has been generated and the file has been created in the .yml file. So now when this part is done, you have to press stop training. After stop training is done, so you can press the recognize face button. So I'm just moving to the main thing, and I want to show voted db folder. So in the voted DB folder, now I am pressing the recognize face. This runs in a continuous loop. So whenever this thing done, so according to the database and the trained file, it is creating me. You can create multiple files. So when the multiple files are created, then the accuracy keeps on reducing. So now it is showing me Aadhaar ID and everything, and I am pressing the allow button. So when I press the allow button, as my I have not voted already, I can allowed to vote. User image saved successfully at the location where it has been saved. Okay, now second time when the person goes and comes back again and want to vote again, after this restore recognizes the person, if the authenticator presses allow button, then you can see already voted, not allowed, user already voted, completed successfully at images at these things, and they can show the proof that you have already come and voted here. So this is the application you can do. You can just press stop recognition, it stops. Now what I will do is I will also show you the training part by clicking on the LBPH, and I said train model. So now LBPH train model started, press OK. LBPH on train, stop training or train another model. I'm going to stop training, and in the recognition mode also I'm going to keep LBPH and press recognize face. So in this models also, as only single user, it is detecting perfectly all these things, and I also have given you in which mode it is recognizing these things, our image. So this is the application where you can authenticate using the face recognition. Just press stop recognition and press exit. The application closes. So this is the way your application runs.